All right, hey, what's up guys? It's Roy here, and I have the SUPCASE Unicorn Beetle Pro rugged case here in front of you. Now this is going to be a web store exclusive from SUPCASE because this is their Gray Camo case. So you cannot buy this on Amazon. It is a SUPCASE.com only case. Now when it comes down to this case, the cost is going to be $26.95. SUPCASE was very kind enough to send this out for review, so big thank you to SUPCASE for supporting my channel. So let's go ahead and take a real quick peek at the actual case. Now as you can tell, it does have a holster here, so we'll talk about that in just a minute. But once you get it separated here, there is installation instructions inside of here. So it does talk about how to insert a coin and kind of separate the front, put the phone in, all that good stuff. So very simple instructions, nothing super crazy. Now with the case itself, as you can see here guys, it is the standard look of the Unicorn Beetle Pro case, but like I said, it does have this different pattern. But let's go ahead and look in the inside here real quick. So the inside's got a really nice soft matte black material in here that's going up against your phone. As you can see here, you do have this little spot here that does drop down a tad bit, but once again, that's just kind of helping with your drop protection. This is where the kickstand is. It does say SUPCASE, military standard, drop protection, all that good stuff there. The corners are reinforced, just all kinds of ruggedness going on with this case. So let's go ahead and get it installed. So like it says here, it does say separating front casing from rear case. So this is like where it said on the installation instructions to use some sort of coin or something like that to separate this part here. So let's go ahead and do that. Now I did try to do it without a coin in the past and I was not successful. So like I said, when you do this guys, all you're doing is just separating this back here. And once you start to get it going, then it's pretty easy to get it off here. But like I said, you just literally use that coin and just push it down, and that's going to separate that back. And then literally now you just pop it out and there we go. Takes a little time to get used to that. But like I said, once you do it once or twice, it's super easy to separate these. So obviously you got your outer shell here, and then you have your hard plastic shell here that the phone is going to go into. So obviously this is where the charging port is going to go, and all you do is just kind of place it in there. So when you do, you can kind of see how the mic's there, everything's covered, and all the ports are actually exposed where they should be. And then to install it, you just put it back in. So it's very simple to do so. There is not really any magic to it other than just doing this. Now as you can see here where it's separated, you're just pushing it down and just kind of pushing it all together and just getting a good seal up against the plastic part there, and there it is. So extremely easy to install, not hard at all. So let's look at it. So as you can see here, you do have kind of this faux carbon fiber, but it's very grippy right here. And then on the back here, has this really nice texture to it. If you hear that, it has a really nice texture. Like I said, whenever you're holding the phone, it's not super smooth or slippery right there. It does have a really nice little feel to it. And then here we do have just these little pads here that are going to help when you place the phone down. And then of course with the kickstand itself, you know, it's pretty simple when it comes to the kickstands. Nothing really special about it, but obviously I'll go over that whenever we do talk about the kickstand and how to, you know, use it. Now as far as the camera cutout goes, as you can see there, it is exactly the right cutout. I love when case companies do this where they separate the flash cutout with the camera cutout. Now there is definitely going to be some great lens protection with this case. As you can see, when you're looking at it from this angle, you don't see the lenses at all. And then it does have kind of this deep square cut for the flash there. So that's the look of it there. So definitely just a very rugged case. Now on the sides here, you do have some SUPCASE branding here, as you can see there. Very minimal, very grippy, nice ridged material up and down the sides. Very cool looking volume up and down and power button. The power button does have some teeth to it a little bit. And then of course the volume up and down says plus and minus, and they are raised, as you can see there. And then going to the bottom here, you do have a flap that does cover your USB-C port there, which is great, but when it is closed, it does have a little tiny cutout there for the microphone. And then of course your speakers are very nicely tucked in there as well. Here on the sides, complete ridgy material there, but once again, you can kind of see just the contours of this. There's reinforced corners here, obviously, so very cushiony if you drop your phone. And then here at the top, we do have a kind of oval looking cutout here for the mic. So you're definitely getting some nice protection there as well. Now, as far as the front goes, you do get some screen protection, obviously. It's a rugged case, so there's no doubt that you're getting that. It's a little more prominent on the forehead and chin, but that's okay. Now, looking at it from the front, this is the angle and the look of it. You do see that it is tempered glass friendly, and this is the cutout for the speaker, so you can tell that it's there. So obviously it's not going to interfere with the call quality or listening to music or something. So that's the look. There's the look again. So let's go ahead and do my shake test. So let's see how wobbly it is. So face down, there is no shake, and back down, there is, well, some shake right here. For whatever reason, just a tiny shake. So just something to think about, but there it is. It's pretty flat, guys. So yeah. Now let's go ahead and do the clicky button test. So let's see how clicky these buttons are. Let's do the power button first. And volume up and down. So very clicky and tactile responsive buttons, no issues at all. Now let's go ahead and do the Qi wireless charging test. Now with this being a rugged kind of case with the kickstand, let's see what it does. Instantly recognizes that it's on it. So definitely Qi wireless charging capable, and also reverse power sharing capable as well. So now let's go ahead and play with this kickstand. So with the kickstand, once you lock it into place, guys, you're going to be able to enjoy movies and whatnot. You know, obviously, if you are a fan of watching movies in landscape mode. Let's go ahead and test the portrait side of things as well. So as you can see, it is standing up just fine. If you do bump it, it could fall. As you can see, I'm barely touching it. So definitely not super flat, but it does give you a little bit of an angle there. But you can do it this side or this side, obviously. So if you wanted the buttons up top, then you can do so with no issue. And then to close it, usually what I do is I usually just kind of help it, because you don't want to just instantly just push it down, because you're going to really be working against it. And then that nice satisfying click, then you know it's locked in and no issues, it won't pop open. Now as far as the holster here, has a really cool pattern on the back. You do have some SUPCASE branding there. Obviously you got the clip here that's really nice. It does rotate around if you are someone that likes to use these, if you tuck your shirt in or whatever the case is. Has a nice little padded material here. So when you put the phone in, you can literally just click it in like that and you're good to go. So you can, put it on your belt this way, or you can put it on your belt this way. It's totally up to you how you prefer to do it. But once you lock it in, it's very secure. It's not going anywhere. And then you have to really, make sure to push this back and then release it. And then if you wanted to, you could also do where you have the screen facing out, if you are a fan of that. And then of course, once again, you just release it like so. So very simple, but obviously it's a holster. Some use it, some don't. I personally don't, but that's up to you. But there you have it, guys. For the money, being a web store exclusive for SUPCASE, it's definitely something I would recommend if you are just wanting something that stands out a little bit differently than just solid black. So hit that like button if you like the video. If you love it, please subscribe. Ring that notification bell for up-to-date content. So be safe. God bless. I'll see you on the next one.